What's up, guys? We are back and we are looking at some more NFL plays for week 5 over on PrizePicks. Let's hop in and let's stay cashing. We have been cashing like crazy as of late. We've had a great start to the MLB postseason, which we have some more games today. We had a great NFL week last week. We had some really awesome cashes. So we're going to stay cashing with some more free plays in this video. Before we do get into my free plays though, don't miss out in joining the DubClub. You can join right now literally for free. There is a 2-day free trial for the DubClub down in my description, which you can cancel at any time, by the way. I'm also pretty reputable. I'm over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks. A lot of people out there who sell their plays aren't even profitable, which is why I like to show this right here. I'm one of the more reputable guys out there for sure. On Sleep, I'm up over $1,300 of profit, as you can see right there. I've also profited on Chalkboard, Underdog, and Sportsbook. So don't miss out. You can join right now for free for the next 2 days. You get all of my NFL plays for this week. You get MLB postseason plays. And by the way, we have NBA coming back in about 3 weeks. Super excited for that because we crush NBA every single season. So that is right around the corner. But if you've already used this free trial or you just rather join right now for cheaper, there's also a link down in my description. You can join for the next month for 50% off. It's only $15 for the next month. If you're interested in that, you get the first week or so of NBA plays. You get all of my other plays, of course. You get access to Discord chat, everything. So don't miss out. Both the links are down in my description. Come join us in the DubClub and let's just stay cashing. And one final thing here is that if you want to research plays for yourself, the tool that I personally use is called Outlier. You can get it for yourself down in my description, 7 days for free. There's a 7-day free trial in my description. Just use that promo link down there and you can get that 7-day free trial. But like I said, I use this tool every single day, and I'll be using this tool in the video. So if you like what you see from this tool, you can get it for yourself down in my description. And now with all that out of the way, let's just get to these free plays here. Just play responsibly, natural, and risk. Leave a like in the video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing, though, is having those post notifications turned on. That way you don't miss future uploads, and you get in before some designs move, get bumps, get removed, things like that. Let's get to these plays here. The first play I like for this NFL Week 5 slate here is actually going to be over in the rushing yards, but also the rushing attempts category. Let's just look up the player here. It is Josh Jacobs. I like him also over 67.5 rushing yards, and I also like the over 15.5 rush attempts. So I like both these spots here quite a bit. I'm really okay with either of them. I personally locked in the over 14.5 rush attempts and the 15.5, but I'm more than okay with the rushing yards as well. Let's kind of take a look at why. Basically, this is a matchup-based play here. He's playing the Rams, who've gotten destroyed by pretty much every running back they've played. DeAndre Swift had 16 attempts for 93 yards. Even Roschon Johnson had 7 for 26. You have Jordan Mason, 19 attempts, 77 rushing yards. You have James Conner, 21 attempts for 122 yards. And even going back to the Lions game here in week 1, 17 attempts, 91 yards for David Montgomery. So a lot of running backs have been just absolutely killing their lines against the Rams here. And now they have to play Josh Jacobs and the Green Bay Packers. And they're going to be likely without 2 receivers. Doubtful are Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs. There's some crazy stuff going on right now with Romeo Doubs, let me say. But they're expected to be without both of those receivers right now. So they just have Dontavian Wicks and Jade Reed at receiver. I believe their tight end Luke Musgrave is also banged up. So there's a lot of injuries right now going on in the receiver corps for Green Bay. I think that could result in more Josh Jacobs rushes. But even if they were playing, I still like that. I just think that's kind of a little bit of a bonus here. But Josh Jacobs over in 2 out of 4 games this year. But I think he was a little bit banged up here around this Titans game. It resulted in a lot less rushes for him. He only had about 38% of the rush attempts right there against Tennessee. Also, it was a different offense with Malik Willis. Last week, though, we kind of bounced back with 47% of the rushes, but they were just playing so far from behind against Minnesota. They were down like 20-0 at one point, I believe. So they really did not run the ball, which is why he missed in that game there. Otherwise, in the 3 games with a somewhat positive game script, he had 16, 32, and 14 rush attempts. And in terms of rushing yards here, you can see what he's done here. 84, 151, and 43. And he did have 51 right there against Minnesota. And by the way, Tennessee is also one of the tougher matchups in the league, I would say. But now he's one of the best possible matchups. We already talked a little bit about the matchup and how other running backs have been against the Rams, but when it comes to numbers-wise, they allow the most rushing yards per game in the entire NFL. In terms of running back specifically, they still rank first, allowing about 131 rushing yards allowed per game to running back specifically. So they've been getting absolutely killed there. In terms of rushing attempts here, though, they rank 29th. So I like both spots a lot here. Personally, I kind of favor the rush attempts just a little bit more. But like I said, I do like both these spots here for Josh Jacobs. Now, before we get into my next play here, if you're not already on Chalkboard, it's one of the best apps out there right now. And we have 6 discounts on the board that you can take advantage of right now. You can see we have these 6-pack on the board right here. You can use every single one of these discounts with a $10 max, as you can see right here. So we have Breece Hall right now, rushing yards discounted. Lamar, Nico Collins, Brock Purdy, Josh Jacobs rushing yards. He's on the board right there. And then JSN over receiving yards as well. So you can see also their previous projection. It's really awesome app. They also have boost and anchor plays all the time on Chalkboard as well. And I even talk about the welcome offers right now. They offer a first and deposit match up to $100 with promo code DOMG And when you sign up, you get a free square as well. So there's a ton of different offers going on right now on Chalkboard. They also offer some of the best payouts. This next play I'm going to talk about actually has the best possible payout on Chalkboard as far as I've seen from DFS apps. So if you want to join for yourself, join down in my description and use that promo code DOMG. That will get you a first deposit match up to $100. And of course, they do also have alt lines on the board as well. All right, now let's get into my second play here. This one's going to be over in the receiving yards category here. Let's just look up the player. It's going to be Theo Johnson, over 14.5 receiving yards. Getting a little bit fancy here. Going with the Giants tight end. Don't see that really every day. But in his 4 games this season, he has 18, 0, 13, and 6 receiving yards. And he's only had a max of 1 catch this season in a single game. So why do I like this over so much? Look at the injury report. Malik Neighbors is expected to be out in this game. So that is huge for other receivers on this offense because Neighbors has ridiculous amount of targets. Those are going to get spread somewhere else. And then it could result in Theo Johnson having some more catches. And by the way, he's a minus 145 over 1.5 catches, which is a good thing here considering he's not gone over so far this year, which could be a good thing here for these receiving yards. He's also averaging about 12 yards per catch this year, so if he has 2 catches, that's 24 yards on average, which is a very, very good thing here for the over for the receiving yards. But on top of that, what I love here is going to be the matchup here, because Seattle here, they rank 29th in receiving yards allowed per game to opposing tight ends. In terms of receptions, they allow the 27th most. In terms of receptions, though, they rank 27th in receptions allowed to tight ends, averaging about 5.8, as you can see right there. And how have other tight ends, though, been against Seattle here? Even some lower-end tight ends are having good games against them. Brock Wright, I believe, is mainly a blocking tight end for Detroit. He had 2 targets for 2 catches and 13 yards. Didn't go over the 14.5, but still. Sam Laporta, 4 catches for 53 yards, as you can see there. Jonnu Smith, 2 catches on 3 targets for 18 yards. I feel like he's somewhat of a comparable tight end in terms of usage, at least. Julian Hill here, also for Miami. He had 2 catches for 24 yards. Hunter Henry had his legacy game against the Seattle team. 12 targets, 8 catches, 109 yards, as you can see right there. So the only team that's not really had a great tight end really against this team is going to be Greg Dulcich, who had 3 targets actually for 2 catches and 12 yards. So these tight ends have been very, very good against this Seattle team. And with no Malik Neighbors there, I think that could result in some more targets for Theo Johnson. I also love that he is actually juiced over the 1.5 receptions despite averaging like 12 yards per catch. I think it should be a very, very good spot for Theo Johnson. Beautiful matchup. Good spot with the injuries to the team. And if he does, in fact, get those 2 catches, I think he can get this one done here with the over 14.5 receiving yards. Or maybe he has a game like Minnesota where he has 1 catch for 18 yards. That will get it done as well. And by the way, they're also 7-point underdogs, so that could be a good thing here. Because, last time when we went over, they were playing from behind in that game as well. They should result in a lot more throwing of the ball. I am not done with the free plays quite yet, so don't click off. But again, one last reminder that you can join the DubClub. You can join the DubClub right now and get a 2-day free trial down in my description. Check it out 2 days for free. Get my plays for this week. See if you like it and you want to stick around. There's also that 50% off offer down in my description, of course, as well. And if you would like the tool I used in today's video, it was called Outlier. There's a 7-day free trial for Outlier down in my description. You can research plays for yourself right from your phone. Download the Outlier app off the App Store. But let's get some more free plays today from the Daily Grind tool. Let's take a look at some more free plays here. So this right here is the Optimizer. It gets you off some of the best expected value plays on apps like PrizePicks, Underdog, or any other app you can see right up here. And all you have to do is just click on the refresh button. And when you do that, it pulls the most up-to-date value plays on the board. So right now, they love a ton of different like esports value here. They have some college football in the mix here. We found all these different plays without doing any research at all. And we just found a bunch of good value plays. So if you want this tool for yourself, you can get it for yourself down in my description. Click on the Daily Grind tool link, and then you can click on the Fantasy Bundle and then scroll down, and promo code DOMG will get you 25% off. There's also another tool sold separately, the AI SIP Generator. This tool's up over 1,800 units since August 18th of last year. And you can see they have a ton of different entries on the board right now. A lot of flip entries right there, some underdog entries, even dabble. But let's take a look at a PrizePicks 6-pick flex. So right now, they like Van Jefferson over receptions, Kamara over receptions. A lot of different value here mixed into the 6-pick flex right now on PrizePicks. It has a profit margin of 7.6%. So if this tool interests you, you can get it for yourself down in my description. Click on the AI SIP Generator, and then you can scroll down, and promo code DOMG can get you 25% off. Thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best of luck, and if you want to save over $5,000 on PrizePicks, you can watch this video right here.